Okay, friends, welcome back at another session for Thinking and Destiny. We are learning re-existence, how, what reasons, what is happening after the death, what is the in-between period, what we are doing, all the things. Percival is giving us beautiful wisdom. And before we going further into dwelling into the today's session, let us meditate on his consciousness for a few minutes, and then we can continue with our session. Please sit in a meditative posture, cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Please observe your in breath and out breath. Always be mindful of your breath. Please place your hands on your eyes for a few minutes and slowly come out with a beautiful smile on your face. I think they are starting sound, but we didn't listen, right? Did you guys listen to the sound?
No, we didn't hear any sound.
Yeah.
I had some issue. I could not share Prasanna garu.
That's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Okay,
Mm.
that's okay. We had a silent meditation. Yeah, but today Balagaru didn't turn up, so we will continue our re-existence topic from the last week. We understand that the people who are actually in hurry in coming back because they wanted to do something good, because after going and learning over there after death situations, some of the people want to come back and say that, oh, I wanted to help the people and do something. So those people may be in hurry because they didn't gain much energy there. So in that case, these people may be having not able to do whatever they wanted to do it, right? So similarly, the long interval, right? So if you are staying there after death conditions are good, I don't want to go to the earth and again do the start all the things. Then also you may be staying there for the long intervals of the time. That is also maybe unfavorable because there's a lot of changes in the earth surface. So you should take enough time to take the next life, right? That field of actions. If you want to do that field of action and grab the opportunities that are coming up, then you need to do a proper time, likely that you need to take it so that your thinking will be familiar with the situations and the current situations that are existing in the earth. So otherwise what will happen is some of the cases you may not be able to you may not be able to relate also with your whatever the knowledge that you have as a soul. It connects to the physical, so when soul is connecting, right, it connects to the physical realities and it does not think that as it kept away from the earth, because when you are coming back in sufficient number of time, you are able to connect back where you left, right? In each of these cases, right, in short or less, this involves the questions of individual destiny. So again, it all involves the individual destiny, when and what they want to, when they want to come back, and cannot be disposed by the flat answer tending to cover all the cases. So I cannot say that after 10 years, after 20 years, if you come, then it will be good like that, because it is not all the souls are not of the same stage. So if I give some particular answer, that may not be suited for all the souls. So the soul has to decide. So I'm ready to go for the earth. I'm ready to face the challenges, kind of thing, right? The soul has to decide. A disposable of the body. So here it is saying a disposable, how you are disposing your body is also important. A disposable of the bodies of the deceased can have the influence on the earlier or later return of the doer. Okay, how you disposed. Here is the thing. How does it matter? It's just the body, and the soul is going off. How does it matter? That's what I just thought of when it comes. But our body memory is all right. What is that memory? Memory is all our sense body, the body memory, body mind is there, feeling mind is there. Right, so memory is also our sense memories are there. Like we learned in the other book, store of consciousness may be there, but the thing is, all your stores, mind, manas, and the sense consciousness is the most. So the where is that senses are lying with? Senses are still with your body, right? With the body only, your senses, how you are smelling, how you are hearing, how you are tasting, all those things are with your body. So if your body was not decomposed, if your body was not destroyed, then your soul may still be sting and attached with your what do you say, with your body. So the body should be disposed properly soon. As the sooner the body, suppose previously in olden days they are saying some of the bodies will be thrown into the sea. So when the bodies was thrown into the sea, that became the food for the fish and all. So they will just take it to all the parts will get dismantled. That time also your body is getting means it is the cremation. In the time of cremation also, so because the body parts were all gone, right? When you throw to the birds and fishes also, the compositor parts, whatever those compositor parts, they will get freed, because that influence of that fourfold body, the influence of that sense of fourfold things will not be there, because your senses and your body is gone. But if you are keeping that physical body, right, the physical body, four senses has to be loosened, has to be dismantled from your breath form, then the doer is set free from the physical influence. He will not have any physical influences. The soul can do whatever it's supposed to do it. Suppose if you are having that physical influence, then this physical body, you may be stinging to this physical body, you may want to come back to that physical body. All these things will be happening. So the people here, if they were, I know Rajni Garu and came along with me. If you remember the process of Egyptians, that mummification and why they are doing all these things, so they are preserving that physical things, that physical memories, the sense memories, all those things they are preserving. So they are not actually disposing. So that soul want to come back. Their belief is in some way it is a true. So when the body is still staying there, they get that their sense body is still getting attracted. They will come back and do the will get the things. But here what he is saying is it will actually interfere, because anyone cannot come back to the same body. Okay, so and we don't have any proofs, even though the Egyptians has done a lot of mummification, lot of this thing, so much of the things they did it. They even kept their heart, they even kept the body parts mummified, and they kept it. But there's no proof that somebody could come into the same body and live it. There's nothing like that. But it will harm, because the body, you're not setting that soul free. The senses and everything, you are just keeping it, right? So maybe this body will have that kind of influence, and it can influence the soul to come back, to come back. But the thing is, it was never happened. So when the death takes place, the body, the transient unit remains in the body. Whatever the transient units are there, they will be remaining with the body. But there remains the magnetic connection between the compositor units to the physical body. There is a magnetic connection between the compositor units to the body. So that is remaining the same, that they are preserving it. But when you are doing like an Hindu dharma, when you're doing a cremation, what is happening? Once the fourfold physical body has destroyed completely, then the influence of the physical earth to the breath form, his connection was cut. The compositor body and the compositors and the fourfold physical body and the physical body, the whatever it is there, those things are got destroyed. So when those things got destroyed, right? And we do some kind of the things like after 14 days or 15 days, whatever, 11 days, then until then only the soul can attract. So everybody, after that, everybody want to go back to their lives, and the soul will think, no, nobody will bothering me. I will go back. I will go and I will take care of myself too, because there is nothing remains here for that particular body. When the dominating thought of the next doer portion re-exists, listen to this carefully. When dominating thought of the next doer portion re-exists, process for the re-existence, the after-death states of preceding portion are hastened. Then AA vivifies a breath form which makes the contact with the parents to be through their breaths for the conception. So whenever the next, because when here the body is still there, when you are keeping that body is still there, when they want, when this, it will get hastened that they wanted to come back. Okay, when they wanted to come back, that doer portion, when they want to, the dominant thought is there. Some thought you didn't fulfill in this life, the dominant thought is pulling you back into this earth. So then immediately they may be parents to be, they will be contacting the parents to be, and they will also send all the signals for the conception, for the conceiving. If the farmer body is not decomposed at that time, if the farmer body, because they are hastened and they want to come back, if the farmer body was not decomposed, what will happen? They may be lethal influence from the integrating astral on the astral that being built on the mother. See, that body, the lethal influences may be there in that. When there is a influences is there, this body, which means the previous life body will have some influences on the mother to be, So the astral dead body may affect the compositor units that are fashioning to the new body in the womb and may bring the moroid sensations, because the new body, new sensations are forming in the womb of a mother. but the previous body was not decomposed, and their compositor units are still with the previous body. Let us take. So these sensations will collide. They will bring some sensations to the new body. So it may permanently. So what will happen is prenatal tendencies or a disease or a badness may happen. That's what, because it's colliding. It's a new birth is taking place, and the old body is calling for that sensations for the same soul to come. And here the mother is forming the new one. So these sensations will collide, and something might bad can happen. So the disease can happen, or some body parts can affect all the things. So even though that mummification, they are doing all the things that they may preserve that compositor units, but there is no proof, and no one came to the body. That is their belief. They may not know all the knowledge. They know some of the knowledge, so they believe. It is only the Egyptians' belief that if mummification has happened, that they can relive in that body. Okay, but we never. Did you hear anybody came back and reliving in that body? Anyone read about it? No one is unmuting, so okay. I didn't read about it from at least. Okay. Usually the time that elapses between the re-embodiments is at least the time necessary for the compositor units to become free from the magnetic influence of the decaying body. See here, if the body was actually, it's not cremated, let us take it was buried somewhere. Okay. When it is buried, still the compositor units are there. So when the time between the birth to birth, at least minimum, what is that minimum? This physical body, which is not cremated, which is not thrown away into the birds or fishes, so that compositor units are still there. So those compositor units must mix up with the earth, mother earth, or with something, then that influence will be gone. So with the new body that will form in the womb, it will not influence, it will not send any sensations. Until then, the soul should not take the new birth. That's the principle for the re-existence. In the case of cremation, the compositors are set free from the influence at once, because cremation 5 minutes. Nowadays, even we are not going to there, right? The electrical machines just going. You feel like life is such an uncertain. If you attended, not even I attended, I just listened to that through my husband. So the 5 minutes, just the 5 minutes, the body was gone, and the whatever the reminiscences were there, they came back. So such a life, such a body, we are taking care of so much. We are spending a lot of money on shopping, lot of things on other accessories, forgetting that this body is not a permanent one. We will be re-existing. Only the things that are there, only the things that we learned about ourselves, or only the service that we have done for others is only remaining. So that particular thing we are forgetting, and we are just keep on polishing our body, keep on loving our body more than loving ourselves, right? So that's where we were here. There are free when the organs which they managed have reached the certain stages of decomposition. So when your organs were reached certain stages of decomposition, then these transient units are set to free. They cannot influence. The bones made up as they are transient units and solid state are the last one to disintegrate and least important. Bones are least important. That's what I'm saying. Even cremation, sometimes the bones will come out. Okay, even this electrical. So these have a long time. So they are the last one to disintegrate, but you need not, because all your feelings, all those things are kidney, heart, lungs. These are all the things, sir. They will get disintegrate if you are doing the cremation just like that. Dewey's may be absent from earth life for thousands of years. Some dewey's may not come to this earth for thousands of years. This occurs where the conditions marked by the physical time do not affect to their dominant thoughts, means for unfolding, to their talents of the field display. That means when I'm leaving this earth, I don't have any strings attached to it. I don't have any grudges. I don't have so much love on somebody. So I raised my kids, and I thought I have given a good life. I have given all the things that they are required. They are doing their life happy. I'm good. If I think that, if I say that, then my life will be without strings, I can go. Otherwise, if what is my son is doing, what my daughter is doing, whether they are taking care of their kids well or not, so it'll go on. Whether I have given enough properties for them, if I have given something, they would have earned good. So in this loop only we are all there, right? So if you are in this particular loop, what will happen is these conditions that the body will come again and again to the earth sooner and sooner. But if when you don't have anything, sometimes the earth life, they may not come. They may want to evolve as a soul, and then whenever they want to implement, whenever they wanted to implement in the earth, because you don't have free will in other worlds. Other worlds, whatever you want to do it will come just like that. For everybody, it will come. Only in the earth school, only in the on the planet earth, you have that free will, you have that decision making, you have a choice to choose from, and you have the things to learn, experience. Okay, that can happen only in the earth. To the talents of the fields, to whatever the talents you want to display here, virtues that are suitable to your environment, that you whatever that you have learned from the other things. So all these things, many can come only here, only in the school only. Many doers that belongs to the heights of the former ages like earth, water, and fire are excluded from the existence because they have the different kind of things, right? If they re-exist here, because whatever I told you, right, in the water age, with the thoughts they can run the boat. Now it is not, this earth is not that area. Now they are in a different different era. So these people are not re-existing anymore because those souls will not be able to accept it here now. The earth, since history tells, has been common grounds for such a doers as have made the bloody and rapturous histories were recorded. There are so many people who came and some rapacious histories that they have done, right? These doers know who belong to the class of thinkers that have been greatly in the minority and often misunderstood and persecuted. So usually anything that what he'll say is any civilization, suppose fourth civilization came into the picture, right? Fourth civilization onwards. So when the large change was happened, people will tend to resist. So they don't want it. Suppose when the COVID comes, we all have experience. When the COVID comes, everybody asked us to stay at home. We all resisted. How can we stay? All we have resisted. Oh, without office, we have to be stay at home. How can we do that? So many things have happened, right? But after a while, we got used to that. We got used to that kind of environment, only meeting a small bubble of people. We feel so good in that. And then now, when after 2 years or 3 years, when the officers are calling us back to the offices, they have to show some incentives. Okay, we will give you free food. You can come at least 2 days a week. Previously, we all went for the 4 days and 5 days a week. Now, at least come for the 2 days a week. Like that, they have to see how the things are, right? So it is always, the change is always resisting. So here, when the generation, the people are coming back in the re-existence, sometimes it will be very hard for those souls to take the things, when enable the things, right? So when the fourth generation says enable, come, it will be very hard to them to take also, take the changes also. Many such doers have returned out their time. So when they come, when they cannot take it, right? What is this race? What is that? What is the, so they, which is not the case in their time. So they return to their time. So from many centuries, backward doers have come to the earth. They made its place, which is more advanced doers that build up on the earth, water, air, and fire ages, and their heights cannot come back. So there are so many people who did so many good things and made a history. They cannot come back because here it is totally has been changed, and some of the things were not accepted by the people who are here in this. So even though they are saying there are so many saints are coming, oh my God, why are you thinking you are a just normal human being? You came from the supreme consciousness. Oh, you can do anything. When Rama and Krishna came as a human beings in this lifetime, in this earth, and they could do many things, you also could do many things. When people are coming and saying, because they are from that earth, that age, they know that you are from the supreme consciousness. They know that you have that kind of power. You have that kind of power and kind of energy. So you also can do it. When they are saying that we are very comfortable saying that the God is separate. If somebody with the supreme power and all, if they are displaying, we will say namaste, or we will put a picture, or we will put a garland, we offer fruits, okay, take it, and then we can eat. Okay, and we will go and ask, okay, give me that, give me this, we will do it. But we are not asking for, okay, life is all about challenges. Without challenge, it's nothing. What we should ask, if at all, begging the God is itself we got habituated. Give me the power, give me the power, give me the understanding, give me the strength to withstand my difficulties. Or give me the strength or intelligence to solve my problems, to withstand, to come out of the things. That's because you are having that kind of power. Why you are asking somebody? Because the other day, I think not in this Thinking and Destiny, I'm giving other day some example. When Ambani, kids are inheriting all the properties of Ambani, that's a physical property, isn't it? When they can inherit all the properties of Ambani property comes to their kids, why can't we inherit all the qualities of that supreme consciousness that we come from? We are not believing that, because that supreme consciousness qualities we are not able to see with our naked eyes. So which means you are depending on your senses. You're not depending on your intellect. When you are depending on your intellect, you will understand that you are also coming from the supreme consciousness. You can do all the things. That's where he's saying, when you are re-existing, how we are actually re-existing, right? So from the same supreme consciousness only we all came. So when we are coming from the supreme consciousness, we have those abilities, we have that power, isn't it? During these few years, improvements, the material surroundings have been greater and more general than any time in the historical. Nowadays, that's what he's saying. Nowadays, the material improvements are more greater than the previous times. Among inventors, discoveries have been some of the doers lived from the former ages. Whoever has invented or discovered, these are all the people who lived in the former ages and came back and invented here. There is a water age starlight period that were known by the user. They have used all these things. They mastered, they reached the mastery, because with that mastery only they came to this world. So that's why, oh, that guy is intelligent. How come that guy became intelligent when you cannot? Because that guy has used his thing and learned, experienced. Every one of us are taking the same sunlight. We are on the same earth planet. We are drinking the same water, isn't it? Then why all the people are different? Because one is using his mind, his brain for experiencing, for learning, and some other using with the tamas, they may be sleeping more. With somebody else, with the rajas, they may be using that for the other things. So with all the things, in order to be aligned, you need to see what is going inside. Then what is coming outside will be very carefully it will coming. So you need to take care of that also. So that you need to master that also. So when you are mastering that, whatever that is retains for the next life, whenever you are re-existing the next life. So I will those things, other things are coming up in this class itself. I'll explain when it comes. The thoughts which have been formed for working of these forces made the marks AIA. So the thoughts which are working, that I want to do this, so they are marking as a marks in the AIA. So suppose, let us take, I always has the idea, the things that people are suffering because the way that they're eating food is not the right. That's my gut feeling. Okay, it's not gut feeling. It was also proved in many places. So if the people are taking care of what is going inside, that influences their thoughts. So when the thoughts are very powerful, their destiny will be very powerful. When they are eating all the nonsense food into the body, which influences their thoughts, they may become cruel, they may become anger, they may become jealous, and they may do all the nonsense things only in this life. So here food is the main thing. So this is a concept which I believe it since long. Okay, I have that intention internally. I have that intention that I wanted to do something in this area. I wanted to start giving some sattvic foods. I wanted to do some kind of business or something. The people will come and take, and so that at least, because they are not able to, what do you say? They are not able to eat because it's a lengthy process. People want easy life. So whenever I have this kind of thoughts, why I come from is, whenever I have this kind of thoughts, thinking again and again and again in the life, what will happen is these thoughts will make a print on AIA. When these thoughts are making a print on AIA, what will happen? When they are coming for the next life, those thoughts will be, because these are the thoughts I'm making repeatedly year after year. So if I'm not doing, because I cannot stop my job because I have 2 kids, I need to take care of them, I need to pay their fees. If I stop and if I experiment it, if it is failed, then where I will be going? So with that fear, with that necessity, I may be stopping it. So whenever I have these thoughts in the AAA, the former knowledge, this knowledge will goes on because I'm putting everything on my AAA. So when it comes on, so even in the next life, I will be working. Maybe I will be born in the family where all the conditions are favorable. Or who knows, I may be doing the same thing in this lifetime itself. Maybe some other, when I'm doing the good, the universe may align the forces. Somebody may come and say that, okay, I will invest on this thing. When you are doing something good for the society, I will be with you. Some people might be coming and I may be doing it now. But the thing is, I have to have that kind of thought, that I need to do this kind of thought, right? It should be there in a very strongly in my thing, in my soul thing. Then the AA, it will have an imprint on AA, and that will continue. That is what we have to do it. Many discoveries. So in the next life, if I start like, okay, like some 17, 18 years itself, I started liking, okay, you need to do this. If you do this, so I started, people, wow, in that small age, how can that girl is able to tell, or how can that boy is able to tell? Because it's not that age. They already have that impressions in their AA from lifetime to lifetime. That's why they are able to do that. That is why some people will be very passionate about vegetarianism in the PMC, and they will only do that part. Only do that part because they have those things. We want to help people in doing this. Some people who don't care about it because they have that rajas more and more and more, right? They can't even stay eating without eating non-veg. If they go out, means I have to eat non-veg. They cannot stay without it. Because in there, the rajas was increasing day by day, day by day. Even the people who are there, okay, couple of people are coming, they are not eating non-veg, doesn't matter. They will not even care. That much rajas is imprinted in them. Because it is not their fault, whatever the things that is coming, whatever the things that are in the lifetime, right? Because they keep on eating, the rajas is keep on adding in their life. That's how it is happening. So you need to, so when you see that situations, you wanted to see, okay, as the kids, I need to incorporate some good habits so that these people will do good. All such things will come when you are the same rajas people, right? Some point they will realize, because of this, the doctor may say tell, or some instead, so they may totally turn up into this thing saying that, oh, don't do this is what is happening. So they may be printing it. So all the things, all the people will have some point where they will get changed. The more advanced races of those who are belonging do not re-exist as a whole. The more advanced races, right, they will not re-exist as a whole in one person. So these, if you know the concept of parallel lives, or the same soul may be having the different qualities into the different people, and coming and experiencing the soul may come in 3-4 bodies and experience their life in a different way, in a parallel lives itself. Okay, such was the case in the classic age of Hellas, which was so great it was conceptually influenced the world over 2000 years. Anybody have the Hellas? Hellas means I didn't remember, but the next example is gave. Anyone have an idea? Hellas? Who has influenced the concept? Huh?
No, yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Okay, but later he has given an example of Athens. Athens, we all know. I think I know at least. Athens is what is that? It's a capital, right? Capital of Greece. So it is there are land. So the Hellas, I think he's saying that that land is now below the waters of the Mediterranean. So maybe it was the influence of that land, but that is under the water. That became later when it is under the water. That became later the Athens. See, was a spot that had been used by the people for a period when in the fire age, air age, water age, and earth age was flourished together. So that was the age when this particular land has been used. If you see the Athens history or Athens thing, right, it has a lot of inventions. So much thing was development. Even every Greek mythology, even our Hindu mythology, if you are going and researching, right? So even though we say that Rama has born here, Krishna has born, all the things, but if you research a bit greater into that, all the stories are come from the Greek mythology. That's what history says. So I'm not offending anybody's beliefs, but that's what history is saying. Every story of this the mythology is the born or the origin is from the Greek mythology. You can go on research on it also. There are so many philosophers, scientists, builders, artists, poetic people, classic poetic people. All these are coming, flourishing in this Athens. Even I think Olympics were started there. Am I right? I think so. Okay, they returned together. All these people, they returned together to Athens and made it a great time, even greater now, that has been believed, because so many people who re-existed with the knowledge came into that period, that particular thing. That is why that has become so great. That's what he is saying. They said to be the four elements that the earth crust has come down and present and into the fragments and distorted. So all the things, the divine beings and the races of Greek mythology and tradition standing the human beings who had actually lived in the starlight, the air, and the water and earth. See, so in those times itself, those souls are actually coming back into re-existing into those nations on the earth. They are re-existing as the groups for a long time. So when they are re-existing as the groups, that nations are coming up, and they are doing so great because all the intellect is coming over there. Okay, sometimes when these people are not coming, so the nations also may disappear. That's what he's saying. The nation's strength may gone and the nations are also disappearing. They go into the groups as a different. Suppose you have seen, I'm not so. Suppose when you are a kid, so what is a powerful country that I don't remember. We have seen America is a powerful country when we are as a kids. We have seen USSR, Russia was very powerful. But now if you see, is the Russia was so powerful? All that thing was gone, right? In those days, we used to listen. So now everywhere the America and so here they are saying these nations also, when they are not, when evolved souls are not coming up, these nations also will lose and they may go. When nations are born, they settle around certain localities, which because the formations of the mountains, plains, rivers, harbors favor the building of the cities. So all these people will be born in a groups in that place, because when the mountains and all those things, they can actually do good things and favor the favorable conditions to advance the city, to develop the advanced cities. There are special because these are the special places, these mountains and all those rivers are all the special places on the earth crust. So they have been there are the places which time to time have been the fields of battle, centers of government, seats of learning, and cities of commerce. So he has given the over and over the people are born in these cities. There's a New York, London, Rome, Athens, and Cairo are some of them. These are the places where actually people are coming, the economies and all those people are coming, and these cities have been for the business, all those things, right? They are standing out because that kind of people only coming in on this on those cities. If nations at the different times are different, it is because different sets of the doers are coming to the earth. Because nations are changing because the doers that are coming are different sets of the doers. The intelligent, the knower portions of the people, wherever they are coming to that nations, they may that nation may flourish. Okay, so the same here is saying the same Egyptians, the same old Egyptians may not be born now in the same Egypt. They may be born in some other place. The same people who taught, who learned and who write something slokas or something in Sanskrit, they may not born in India again. They may be born in a different countries. So you cannot say that because there is a one thing, right? So Aryan invasion theory in India, there is something. So people will say, no, this is wrong. People will not accept and all those things. So many things is happening. But the thing is, if you think as a supreme consciousness and as a soul, the people who born, so actually if you go back to the history of Sanskrit, right, the Sanskrit was not born in India. The Sanskrit came from the different places. Even that Ramayana, whatever it is, right, that came from the different mythology, and they came to the Aryans from the other countries, right, from the Europe, they came to the north of India, and that's how the Ramayana and Rama, that all those things were famous in North India, not in our places, right? Somebody. Okay. So that's how that's a history kind of. But here people will not accept it. Oh, no, it doesn't come from that. It is born only in India and all those things. There are so many people who will be fighting about it. But if you think as a person is a consciousness, so the person who has written there, when they are in the Europe or anything, who bought it here, they wanted to spread the same person, the same soul might have come to the India, they would have spread on this. So when you are thinking as everyone is coming from the supreme consciousness, it will not have whether it come from Aryan invasion theory or it come from Indian or some other theory. How does it matter? Everyone came from the same supreme consciousness. So how does it matter? So we are thinking that, Hindu was born in India. We are the great. So Hindu, they say that because they came from that, there is a river Sindhu. They cannot pronounce the river as a Sindhu. So it became Hindu. The river, that side people became Hindus. That's the theory you can listen. But no, we are not that. So it is not that. When you think that those are also coming from the supreme consciousness, whatever the theory may be, it doesn't matter, because every one of us, are you, me, and every one of us come from the same supreme consciousness. Then why are the different religions? That our Percival will come in the next chapter. Now let us learn re-existence. Why the religions are different religions came, why the different gods are came, that we will be learning in the next topic. Okay. So it is all the nations remains substantially the same in their thinking, same doers, if the same doers are returning to them. If same doers are coming and again, so the same thing. In the family also, if all of us are thinking in the same way, the family will run in the same thing. Because that's why some people are doing the family business year after the year, because they're all thinking the same way, right? So that's how. So, but if they are different families, the families also have the same relations, hostile, friendly, or other families, groups of people, all the things can happen. So this is the so these people may be re-existing together as a family as well also, not only as a nations, but together as a family also, they can re-exist. So, and next coming to the doer portion, right? So when the doer portion is coming here, I'm not able to remember anything that has happened to me in the last life. Do you remember? If you remember, actually in one way, if I remember, if I remember what mistakes I did, what is the purpose that I come here, it is good that at least I can follow my purpose. Second thing, if I remember all the mess that I have made in the last life, it will be very, very mess in this life also, because already I'm getting all the things. So take that as two different things. Only thing is, so we are not remembering. Why we are not remembering? Why we are not remembering? So with the knowledge of the Percival has given us until now, can anybody tell why we are not remembering the previous life history, previous life memory, why we are not remembering? Anyone of us, just give us a try.
Then, excuse me, then we also remember all the relations and all the people. We have enough stuff in our head to deal with, why bring all that stuff? It's like a double life.
No, that's okay. That's the thing. That's a blessing. Not remembering is a blessing in that sense. Agree. Okay, totally agree. What I'm asking you is, what I'm asking you to think is why we are not remembering. The soul is there, right? The soul is there, and soul there's no death. And why I'm not remembering the previous life, what I did it?
They say when you are a child, you remember all those. Once you are engaged with the world around us, then slowly we become maybe
Yeah, you're
because
coming there. You're coming there. I'll tell you. So when you are a child, you are remembering. It's not that everything you are remembering some portion of it. And when you are coming to this real world, you are forgetting. That's a one portion of it. But as a child, do you remember that if you put your hand on a fire, the fire will burn you? Do you remember that?
no.
Yes or
So
no?
we
No,
don't know
right?
anything.
No.
Not the previous.
Let's think. Let's think one by one. So you're not remembering that. Okay. Suppose if you taste honey, it is a sweet. Do you remember the taste as a kid?
No.
When
Probably
you remember
not.
that, when you remember that honey is a sweet,
No. I mean, once
when
we
did you
taste it,
remember? When you know that the honey is sweet and chili is hot, when did you remember it?
after you experience it, then it
After
goes
you
into your memory.
experience it. So, okay. Stay there. So, suppose if you cut with the knife, the blood will come out. That do you remember as a kid?
No.
No. So here, see everything. I am using the word remember, right? Remember means the memory. Do you have that in your memory? That's what I'm saying, right? Which memory we are using it? So what are the memories that we have? According to the understanding mind by Thich Nhat, are the thinking and destiny. What are the memories that we have? Doer memory, right? Sense memory. Do we have this?
When we are child?
Yeah, apart from so in our lifetime, we have a doer memory. Whatever the things I'm doing, I have the memory. So most of our memory is doer memory and sense memory.
Okay. Doer memory
or a sense memory. Doer memory or a sense memory. Are they feeling mind? The feel. When you are feeling, right? Feeling mind. So these are all the things that is happening. So when I'm tasting honey now, it is a sweet. Next time when I taste some pure honey, some other place, you are feeling, is it a pure? Is it because it is a pure, I'm not tasting that sweet? Do you think that the other Costco honey is having any sugar added in it? You will get this thought or not?
Yes. Because we analyzed it.
Yeah, because there is a one memory I have it, and one more thing. Whenever I'm experiencing it, I'm comparing. This is the memory that is coming from our senses, from our tongue. Tongue. So whenever I smell the jasmine flowers, initially I don't know what it is, because when that white flower was given, when the smell is good, the people said it is jasmine. If they say that it is a rose, I remember it as a rose, isn't it?
Yes.
Because they said it is a jasmine. So next time, whenever, even though I don't see the flower, whenever that fragrance comes, I say, is it a jasmine? Somebody has a perfume, jasmine perfume on them. I will ask, oh, is it a jasmine flavored perfume that you're using? Because my nose sense is captured that smell for this lifetime. So this is nothing but our sense memory.
Okay.
But when you are dying, your senses are gone. Your body is gone. You are disintegrated with your body and with your senses. How do your body memory or sense memory will be passed from one lifetime to the another lifetime? It will not, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
It will not. Does it make sense, a logical sense?
Yes. Yeah. Because
it makes a logical sense, right?
Huh? Yeah. It came with
Only thing that we
shape
remember
by doing things, and with the five senses we have. So then, the five senses will go, and the doer part is like no actions.
Exactly.
They're gone.
They're gone. So there is no point. So it makes so much sense because we are actually spending all our time. Suppose Rajni Garu, if I don't see you, I may not remember you. Whenever I'm facing, I will not able to recognize you because my eyes has imprinted your figure in my mind. Next time when I see you crossing, hey Rajni Garu, stop. I'm Prasanna. You will also
Yes.
remember me. I will also remember you because our eye senses has figured, imprinted our picture into our thing. Suppose if some voice is coming, oh, that voice looks like Surikala. Oh, Surikala Garu, are you here? Did you came? I will ask because that voice, my ears have recognized her voice.
Yes.
So here, whatever the things that you are taking, right? All these are all sense memories, are body memories.
Okay. The
So,
question is also, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. All the knowledge we are gaining, it will
Coming
come
there,
to us.
coming,
Where is
coming there,
that
coming
going?
there, coming there,
Mhm.
coming there, coming
Okay,
there.
okay.
I know you'll ask this question coming there. So these are all the high, because how much that memory you are using with your body mind and with your feeling mind or with your senses mind are gone. This makes so much sense. But there is a memory that I told you just now, just before that I gave an example. I have a lot of interest on the food. I wanted to make people so healthy. That thought keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. That is making as an imprint in my AIA. That means
It's like a
intelligence.
subconscious.
AIA is a light of intelligence is throwing that memory in the of that particular thing is making a memory, a strong memory. It is not belong to my body. It's not belong to my senses. It's an urge that I have it, that I want to make the world as a healthy world. I want to give the good food to all the people. That is the thing that has there inside me. So that urge is not a thing. That urge is something which I imprinted in my soul.
Okay. Can we call that as subconscious or no?
So that will come. That's only will come. That will come as subconscious, unconscious memories later.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that is there, that is imprinted, that will pass on from lifetime to lifetime. That is why even now, because the people will say Rama, 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 Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, something like that. They wanted to do the japam. Because why? Because at the last minute you need to reach that supreme consciousness, you need to at least ask for it. You don't know when is your last minute, so they are making you to do japa every time, right? Is this memory is from your previous life? With my memory, I don't know what this means. Something, the ability, right? I can say the ability, maybe the ability to want that I wanted to teach could be from the previous life.
At least the desire to be to leave this world,
desire or urge or whatever, right? That could be from the imprints that I have from the previous life. That I can say.
Yes.
Because
so we
otherwise,
have to distinguish between the worldly things and our own things. The worldly things are senses, 5 senses, and all the doing actions like buying, shopping, and all these, and recognizing. That is separate than what do I want actually as a person, the knowledge and all these. How do I improve myself? Not like how do I decorate myself is the outer world. How do I improve myself?
This is all the things, right? At one point, actually, all our spiritual practices. The other day, I'm telling to someone, when I go to a place in India, I saw so much clutter in the home. So much means so much clutter. So many things are there. Okay. When so much things are there, because with the practice of my meditation and whatever it is, I could see that lot of spokes, negative energy was stick to that home. Okay, because that's what we also learned in our, even in Thinking on Destiny. When the things were stagnated in your home, lot of negative energy will be staying. Comfortably staying. So I could feel that. So whenever that kind of energy is there, you can see the people are yelling each other, shouting each other, that kind of thing. Okay. So after that, what happened is, after that, okay, I passed that phase. I came out of that home and all the things. But after coming back to my home, I'm feeling like somewhat pushing away. I don't want shopping. I don't want many things. I don't want anything to bring anything in my home. So that my feeling became like, except groceries, except consumables, I don't want to bring anything in 2024 in my home. Even though I have a plan, a trip ahead is planned. So I don't want to do new shopping kind of thing for that. I just wanted to bare minimum things that I need it. I will buy whatever I have. I will be using it. If I need anything, I'll borrow from a friend and I will finish this. Means that mentality was changed within me.
Wow. Yeah. Unclutter
So
our surroundings.
Right? So what is happening is you are, because through meditational practices that you are doing, the transformation happens from inner.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming about that home. That house is a trigger, okay, which is carried out in my soul. When I come back, I'm transforming myself. In that way, that house has helped me to transform myself.
Yeah, you're seeing the positive
Cleansing
thing.
is not about others. Cleansing is within us. We need to cleanse ourselves first.
Right. Yes.
So when you are doing that, right, in that way you can evolve. So whenever you are, so that way, whenever you are actually practicing that day in and day out, you will have that simplicity mind when coming lives. First thing, awareness. But the very beginning, mindfulness, awareness is a very, very crucial. So once you started observing those things, right? Once you have started observing your own sensations. So how can you observe? Because the people are fighting. Every time when I saw in that home, people are fighting all the time. I feel some restlessness in that house. I feel some headache in that house. Then I meditated. I found that's how I came to know that kind of energy is not there in that home. This energy is staying here in these stagnated things. I even advised those people, but they will not listen until they have some kind of experience, right? I'm not bothered about things. That's the thing that I learned. I got it back, and it is staying even when I come back. I want to declutter it. I don't want to keep so many things. Just because I'm affordable, the affordability is there, I should not bring the things.
Yeah, that's such a transformation. That is very good. We should all learn.
Those things, if you are practicing day in and day out, those things will form as it's not the senses memory. It's not your body mind. It is the actual impression that you will keep keeping in AIA. So that will carry from lifetime to lifetime. That will carry that kind of memories, the habit energies. In other book, they said habit energies, right? Whenever you are doing, you are not, you are not, the Buddha's book, someone says, right? So they says that you are grounded on your actions. Whatever the actions that you are doing is your own, not your home, not your property, not your kids, nothing else. So you are grounded, you are standing on your actions. Whatever the effects of the actions, good or bad, are your fruits. You have to take it, no matter what.
Yeah, I
so
think
that's why to make it build a habit energies. Build a habit energies means, that's Japam is also a habit energy, right? Every day.
Yes.
So even meditation, morning I have to get up here, do the meditation. That's a habit energy. So when you are doing that, so when people are saying that you do the meditation, wrong things will go away from your life. I didn't understand how, but the things, that's how, like I explained an example, right? That's how the things will happen when you are really, really practicing it.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me to stop non-vegetarian. Nobody asked me to stop. I didn't come to meditation and stopped it. It is all came within me and stopped it. Then all the things came in my life.
Yes.
Nobody asked me to teach the books. Of course, Thinking and Destiny book was by Sir. That's different. But nobody, when I started meditation, nobody asked, because that urge of teaching is there within me. So I started with 4 agreements and started learning. When I learn, I have that urge. Whatever that I have, I need to spread to the people. Whether it could be food or workout or anything, I don't keep it myself. That's kind of habit energy. I have it within me. That's the one I'm carrying it from the past life, as Suryakalagara asked. So that's why it may not be the knowledge. Knowledge, maybe I have to trigger by reading the books, because book, everything is not there, right? I'm able to explain with relating to the two real life example means there is some urgeness is there in my AIA. You are
Yes.
not giving any salary to me, or neither Meditation Magic or PMC is not giving any salary, right? Why I am doing? That is there within me.
Mm.
So that something is imprinted in your breath form. So other things are your optic, auditory, gustatory, all those nerves only, the sensory nerves, whenever it is there, that will be there only for this lifetime. It will not pass on to the other lifetimes. That will stop, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So with
It
this
makes sense.
concept only, I'll just stop it here because I just gave the first concept in section 15. So we will see the other concepts in later because the time is up. So I don't want to drag here. I don't know. Sirishakar is not there and I don't know what else. The other thing is there, right? In our thing, in the channel.
Is this recording?
So, let me stop the recording. Today, Sirishakar went on some session recording. Stop, right? I need to stop. Where is the thing? Live invite. Anybody able to do it? I don't think. Okay, here is the thing. It shouldn't give me a record. Not record.